What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I told you guys that I was going to show you how I make my deviled eggs for my sister's 4th of July barbecue. Happy 4th, you guys. It's going to be a fun, nice day. It is hot outside. It's sunny. It's going to be really, really cool. Lots of friends and family coming over. So anyway, I just want to show you here that I've already boiled my eggs. I'm just going to show you over here. As you can see, now I have to deshell them. There are 24 eggs in total, which means that there is going to be, there's 24 eggs in total. So it's going to be 48 deviled eggs. I don't know, 2 of these might not survive, but we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna deshell these and I'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have deshelled all of my eggs, as you can see here. I've got all my ingredients. So I'm using organic sweet relish, and I'm using some mayo, Himalayan pink salt, pepper, paprika, and a little secret ingredient, and I'll tell you guys what that is a little later. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you guys how to take the egg yolks out. I'm hoping that the camera stays this way. Let's see here. All right, give me 1 second. There we go. All right, so I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do to take these little babies out. Now, 2 of these might not make it. 2 of these might not make it. So sometimes you can boil a perfect egg and then somehow it will crack in the water and it comes out kind of looking funky like this. So this one might not make it. But anyway, so what you want to do is you want to cut it in half like this and make sure that your eggs are dry. The last thing that you want is some water in your deviled eggs. See, and you just want to pop them out. And after you pop them out, we're going to put them in this tray here. Line them up like that. We've got 2 trays here. All right, and then I'll show you guys what I'm going to do afterwards, but we're going to go ahead and take all of these out. All right, here we go. All right, so this is what this is supposed to look like. So you've got all the yolks inside of the bowl and you've got all the egg whites. This one here cannot go to the party. This one's not invited because it's split in the middle. So we're gonna leave that one home. And now I'm gonna tell you guys what to do. Tyrone is behind me looking at me like I don't know what I'm doing. You want to take a fork and you just want to mash up all of your egg yolks.
You gotta do it sexy though, because that's what get the views. Gotta mash it up, guys.
Gotta mash it.
Yes. Smash up. Mash and smash. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Y'all gotta see my face because at this point, this is what I go through. This is the stuff that I gotta go through in the kitchen. This is his house, but my kitchen. And he comes in here and just starts all kinds of mess with the food.
Well, like how she trying to slip that by. It's my house and my kitchen. You just cooking it, homie.
It's my kitchen. I spend most of the time in here. Your house, my kitchen. It's one of my favorite places to be because I love cooking. Hope you guys enjoyed that little ASMR moment. Mash it. Yeah.
Mash it and smash it.
Mash it and smash it.
Make sure you donate.
And you do it, and you do it, and you do it like that. So as you guys can see, it's breaking apart pretty good. That's a good indication that you cooked your eggs exactly the way they should be. You know, sometimes if you overcook them, they may have that little gray, you know, color to them, but that's okay because once everything's, you know, put in there and mashed up and everything like that, that doesn't even matter. Plus it doesn't do anything. Also, you guys make sure that when you are taking the shells off of these eggs, make sure that you're doing it when the eggs have been cooled, because if you do it when it's hot, you could take the egg white off with the shell and that's no good. So make sure that you guys are doing that. So anyway, you guys, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I don't ever like going, you know, to anything that my sister has empty-handed. So I always bring chips, or, you know, I make a little dessert, especially when it comes to like the 4th of July. I think last year I made like a strawberry cake. I know you guys want to see my face, so. But I want you guys to see what I'm doing. But anyway, while I'm mashing this up, I'll talk to you guys. So, let me not put too much pressure on this thing. So, but yeah, like for the 4th of July, you know, it's so, I don't know, it's like one of those holiday barbecue times where like you could just bring anything, like anything. Chips, desserts, you know, there's obviously a lot of barbecued foods. People love to bring stuff. My sister just kind of, you know, she cooks a lot and everything, and my brother-in-law is great on the grill. So he's the one who's probably going to be grilling all the food. And from what I understand, there's going to be chicken, ribs, I don't know if there's going to be pork, burgers, hot dogs, sausages, probably some rice, a couple of different salads, desserts, I'm sure. Oh my God, I'm just making a mess over here. Drinks, soda, juice, water, wine, probably some games for the kids. The kids are probably going to be outside playing whatever. But yeah, so, you know, last year I think I brought a strawberry cake. And I didn't tell anybody that the frosting was vegan. I made a whipped frosting, and it's whipped cream frosting, but it's with dairy-free heavy cream, and I didn't tell anybody, and they devoured it. And it was after it was gone that I told them it was vegan, and they were like, what? So I thought about doing that. I was like, maybe I should bring some brownies, maybe some chips. But I haven't had deviled eggs. I haven't made deviled eggs in a really, really long time. So I'm like, let me make that. Let me be nice and make something. Okay, so I'm just going in here. Yes, my hands are clean. I just washed them. So I just want to show you guys something. So even when you're mashing, sometimes you get like these big pieces that don't want to break apart. Your house, your rules. So you know, I sometimes like to go in and just take them and just kind of smush them. Because if you're doing this with a fork, you know, I don't have a potato masher, or else that would have worked a lot better. But anyway, you know, you kind of want to make sure that everything, it's kind of hard to tell because everything looks clumpy, but it's not. You just kind of want to make sure that everything is mushed up, because after you put all the ingredients in here, you are going to be piping these right back into the eggs. And I'm going to show you guys my little trick, because I don't do the whole chef piping bag thing. I'm going to show you guys what I do. But anyway, I think this is pretty good for the most part. So let me go get my little bag and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. So, like I said, I'm not a chef. I'm just a Puerto Rican woman who loves to cook. I love to look up recipes. I love to try different things. You know, so I don't have all the gadgets that chefs have. So I'm going to show you guys how I pipe these. But first of all, let's go ahead and put in on the ingredients. And like they say, I don't measure anything. I just put stuff in there until my ancestors tell me to stop. Okay, so we're going to move that out of the way because we don't need that anymore. So I'm going to show you guys what I am putting in here now. So, see, this one can't go to the party either. These two are just, they're just not well enough to go. So we're going to put these to the side. They're going to stay home. Everybody else is invited. All right, so we're going to put in some pink Himalayan salt because this is the salt that I use at home. We don't use any other salt here, so this might look like a lot, but trust me, it's not. A little bit of black pepper. And again, I'm not measuring none of this. It's to your taste. I don't measure anything. Now, I put a little paprika in it, and then I put some over it when I'm done. So this gives it, I don't know. You know, I recently learned that paprika is like just a ground up pepper. Who knew that? I didn't know that. Anyway, so now I am using sweet relish. You can use whatever relish you want, but sweet relish is, I think, what most people use in deviled eggs. That's what gives it a little bit of that sweet taste. Also, my little secret ingredient, sugar. Yes, sugar. So with the tanginess of the relish and the salt and the savory, I add a little bit of sugar just to balance everything out. It's not sweet, but it just literally like levels out all of the flavors. So trust the process. So anyway, here we go. So we are going to just go ahead and mix this together. And the party starts at 3. It is 2:04 right now. When you guys see this video, it's probably going to be closer to 3. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and taste this and see if it has enough salt, because I don't like stuff too salty. I don't think it has enough salt. You want to be mindful when you're making this for a party, because some people may, you know, not eat a lot of salt and stuff. So don't make your stuff too salty, people. All right, so that should be good. Everything else is good. So you want to put, again, this is eyeball. Okay, it's a straight up eyeball. Got that in there. Then some of the relish. Again, I eyeball it, and I use turbinado sugar. Use whatever sweetener you want. Again, it honestly just balances everything out. So you just want to go ahead and mix this together. And what you're looking for, you don't want this to be like, you don't want this to be a stiff consistency. You want this to be creamy. And some little parts, you know, maybe a little clumpy, but that's okay. People are going to eat it anyway. I used to make this at holiday parties at my job when I used to work at this medical office, and they loved it so much, and they always asked me to make this every event, whether it was a potluck, whether it was in that office. I kid you not, I gained so much weight working there because it was a constant, like, I was working with nurses and, you know, office staff, and we literally would just bring food in for any reason at all. Somebody's birthday, somebody wasn't feeling well, somebody was going through something, you know, and it was hilarious because we literally would celebrate and just bring food in for no reason. So whenever there was something going on in the office, they would ask me to make it, and it was always the first thing to go, which made me feel very happy. So this is what it should look like. I may add a little more let me rinse this off and taste it again because I don't know what could be missing. Needed a little more sugar. So, especially if you have something savory, I sometimes do it with my tomato sauce too. Not enough to make it taste sweet, but enough to balance everything out. Okay, so that should be good. I think I'm gonna add a little more mayonnaise to it. So, a little spillage. Alright, so, and I'm doing this with a fork only so I can incorporate everything. But you see how now it's creamy, it's chunky because of the relish. Jeez, it's just flying everywhere. Alright, y'all. Alright. Y'all better get you some of these deviled eggs. So, this is the consistency that you want it, right? Especially if you're going to be piping these. So, my little trick, because I am not a chef, excuse the lack of lighting here. Plastic bag, right? We're going to put this in the plastic bag, and then we're going to cut the tip on the bottom to make it a piping bag. So, get you a good spatula and start putting everything in here. Oh, I'm already making a mess here. But anyway, let's move this out the way. Oh boy. Okay. Y'all. And 1 second, let me go get a napkin. Because I'm just making a mess here. But anyway, I'm super excited, you guys, because I always love, you know, my sister, whenever she has parties like this, it's always fun because my parents are in Connecticut, my friends are in Connecticut, my other sister's in Connecticut. So, you know, here with my family and then, you know, my sister's people and her husband's family, they are my family. So when we all get together, it's always a good time. Nobody knows how to leave. It's one of those type of parties. All right. So what you want to do is just make sure that you put everything in there because you're going to need every bit of this. So again, make sure that it is not stiff. Make sure that it's super creamy because if it's stiff, then you know that you're not going to have enough to put on all the eggs. It's like a thick consistency, almost like a little looser than cookie batter. No, definitely looser than cookie batter, but not as stiff as cookie batter. That's not what you want. All right, so everything's in there. Now, we're gonna go ahead, close up the bag, make sure that all the air is out of it. Just like this. Make sure all the air is out of it, close the bag. Alright, so we're gonna get to the bottom here. We're gonna find a point to cut, which is probably going to be right here. See a little point right there? We're gonna cut that little bad boy. And I'll show you guys what this is gonna look like. Alright, so see here we got the first batch right here. What you want is to make sure that you are squeezing all of that stuff down, because you want to use up everything. Where did I cut it? There it is. All right, so take it like a regular piping bag and I want to just start squeezing it out. This started to come out at the wrong place, so now we got to use the other side. Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. So now you have to come over here. See, that's why it's important to do this and cut this the right way. All right, so you don't want to lose any of that stuff. All right, so now go ahead and cut this little part here. There we go. So this is hilarious. This is not coming out properly. Y'all, I'm gonna have to change bags. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. I had to change the bag because the bag broke. But anyway, so we did the same thing here. All right, so we went ahead and piped, put everything in here, made a little cut right there. So what we're supposed to do is pipe everything into the egg. So as you can see, you fill them up just like that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do that to all of them. So this is what they should be looking like. I'm going to go ahead and fill up the rest, and then I'll show you guys what the finished product looks like. All right, guys, so we're back. So I just finished piping everything. As you can see. So now I just want to make sure that everything looks pretty. The bag wasn't bagging, so I just want to make sure that, you know, everything looks nice and pretty. So if there's any, when you're piping, just make sure that all of them look as even as possible. You know, you don't want them to look like there's not enough, but you just want to make sure that they all look pretty. I'm hoping that they don't dance around while I'm in the car, because that would be a disaster. But anyway, you know, just make sure that they look nice and pretty. These over here have a little space in them, so, but they'll survive. There's one that almost didn't, but anyway, it'll be all right. It will be okay. And I think I've made this before at my sister's house and they absolutely loved it. So it's definitely going to be a win. I'll let you guys know how that turns out. But anyway, so what I like to do here is just sprinkle a little more paprika over all of them just to make them look really pretty. And maybe this is why they're called deviled eggs, because they have paprika over them. My best friend Jalixa, her mom loves my deviled eggs, but that is a Christian household, so they call them angel eggs. They call them angel eggs, but if she sees this video, she's probably going to be mad at me because I can't send her any, but I love her. But anyway, you guys, so I'm going to wrap these babies up and get ready to take them with me to the party. But these are what they look like, you guys. My deviled eggs. Hope you guys had fun watching me make these. And if you make them, there's people who put tons of stuff on them. You can put carrots in them. You can put bacon in them. I haven't tried that yet, but I heard it's really, really good. Some people put onions in them. So you can be, you know, versatile with them. You can add whatever you want, but this is the basics. This is what the deviled eggs are. And whatever you add to them, whatever your taste buds call for, you do it at your way. I didn't measure anything, so you do everything to your taste. I never measure anything at all, ever, unless I'm following a recipe that for something I've never done before. But anyway, this is my little 4th of July side dish, and you guys can eat this with whatever by itself, as a entree, I mean as a appetizer, or you can add them to your entree, whatever. I'm pretty sure there's going to be plates with everything on them. I'll probably give you guys a few snippets of that. But anyway, leave your comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed my video, you enjoyed my little recipe here. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel, hit like, share. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. Happy 4th. See you guys later. Toodles.